your camera and give the speech.
Good evening to one and all gathered here. I am Syed Aksan Piran from class 11B. I am going to give speech on a topic which is familiar to everyone, that is failure is a stepping stone for success. Well, the title gives you the whole information, but I am here to give you a brief explanation of the topic. So it is all about your life. You have to win in your life, and for winning your life, success is one of the most important key factor. And for success, what you will have to do is to struggle and to cross your failures. But what many members do is as soon as they fail in their attempt to do anything. For example, we can take it as we can take studies as an example. A student will try to get as number one topper in his or her class, but he or she will lose his or her attempt, because of which they will just give up in their studies. But that is wrong. We should not do that. We always have to try very hard and struggle till we get to success. The failure is our beginning. We should not think it as an end, but it is our beginning, because failure is the stepping stone of success. Even very big personalities have first faced failures before they even reached the success. Now see where they are. Now they are known as very famous personalities in our world. So like this, by giving up for struggling for anything does not cannot give us any sweet food. Only patience, struggling and crossing the failures without giving up are three of the most important factors which can help us in our life to grow up. We cannot just give up like that in anything. It can be no matter if it is a small thing or if it is a very big thing, but the achievement matters a lot. And if we keep a goal for us, we can keep on developing. We can keep on climb up in our life step by step. But all that matters in this is you should not give up. If you give up, and if you are not ready to struggle for anything, if you are tired and frustrated of your failures, then it is something like you make your achievement lose yourself. You lose in your achievement all by yourself. So you should never do that. So now I don't know how far this speech have influenced you, but I hope this has at least made you understand you can how far you can try for your success. So never give up in your life. Always try to succeed in your for achievements, and never give up your struggles. Always struggle and never give up. Thank you for giving me a wonderful opportunity to speak. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So thank you, Syed Aksan, for your wonderful speech. It has been delivered well because of good preparation which has gone behind. So he has kept the camera on, and so it was much more effective. So congratulations to Syed Aksan once more.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and the next speaker for tomorrow, the speaker is Neha. Neha, are you listening to me? Neha, your name is BCom B Neha. That is why I removed you from the meeting, but now I have admitted you. So Neha will give the speech tomorrow. Neha, are you listening? Neha.
Yes, sir.
So please be ready with the speech for the next class, okay? Please change your display name. Your name is not BCom B Neha. So please keep a correct name, okay?
Sir,
that's why I removed you from the meeting first. But after that I thought, I know you, you are my student. How can I remove you like that?
sorry, sir.
So I changed my mind. Okay, so that's no problem. And today I am going to talk to you about letter writing. You have got your cumulative examination. I hope in a few days You have it on the 15th of June, if I am not mistaken. So you have to be ready. You have to get ready for the examination. Okay, that is the first thing. And another thing is that it is not a new topic. All of you have learned letter writing. You have learned it in class 9, class 10, even before that in class 6, 7, 8. You have been learning how to write formal letters and informal letters. And now, why are we learning it again and again? We are learning it again and again because it is a very important topic, and it's about what we do every day. Every day we are writing letters. If not informal, at least formal letters we write. You might have heard in the news that Prime Minister was asked to do this and that, and some recommendations were given to the Prime Minister by the Chief Minister through letters. Okay, Chief Ministers wrote letters to the Prime Ministers. Okay, so letters play a vital role, and you will have to learn the correct format. Okay, you will have to learn the way in which it has to be written in the formal manner. Okay, and in most letters which I have read in the past of my students, they have mixed up the formal letter with the informal letters. It is a formal letter, but they mix it up and they write it in an informal manner. So the formal letters should always be written in formal manner. Okay, so please keep that in mind. You all know that there are two types of letters: formal letters and informal letters. Okay, so what are certain things that you have to remember when you write formal letter? We are having only formal letter. What are certain things that you should remember, you should keep in mind? Okay, write the letter in full block format. Okay, that is to the left side. That is to the left side. See, your letter should be aligned left. Everything should come to the left side. Okay, not to the center or at the corner. Okay, so that is the new methodology. Everything is aligned to the left. Okay, not to the center or to the right side. Then you should state your reason for writing the first paragraph and stay on track. I have told you in my previous classes that the first paragraph should state the purpose. Okay, the first paragraph I said should talk about the purpose. Okay, that is what it is said here. Okay, so when you write the starting of the letter, it should state the purpose. Then always include specifics that will help ease the recipient's task. For instance, if you are writing it to a bank, mention your account number. Okay, if you are writing it to the bank, the account number, your account number should be mentioned. Okay, if you don't mention your account number, the banker does not know you. Okay, the banker can recognize you only with your account number. So that is what I am talking to you here. Okay, specifics. Suppose you are writing a complaint letter, okay, for a product which you have bought. The product has malfunctioned. So what should you write? How do you start the letter? You must state the purpose. Then you should also include the specifics like things you bought and the bill number, date, okay, etc. So those specifics should be clearly mentioned. Okay, then only the letter is complete. Otherwise, you are not completing the letter, you are mixing up the letter with the informal letter. When you write the informal letter, you know the person to whom you are writing. Okay, you may write to your daddy or mom if you are far away from home, or you can write to your friends whom you know. So there you don't need to mention all the things, because it is understood that things are known. Okay, and so that is one of the things that you have to keep in mind. If you refer to other correspondence, okay, suppose what do you mean by other correspondence? You are referring to some other letters. Quote date of letters. You have written the letter, but there is no response. So you are writing it again. I have written a letter on this particular day, etc. You have to write, and then you have to continue. Reference numbers, file numbers, order numbers, check number with date. Include copies whenever possible. Suppose you have got evidence, you have to also include them, okay, in the formal letter. Okay. Then gently and respectfully direct the recipient's course of action. You should not be rude in your formal letter. Sometimes in the informal letter you can be rude. You are rude sometimes because you know the person. Okay, so with anger you are writing, okay, or with so much happiness you are writing. So no such things should be there in the informal, in the formal letter. Okay, so you have to be gentle and respectful, and your words should be to the point. Okay, so no emotion plays there. So it is only business, business, business. Okay, so you should speak only business in the formal letter. Okay, so it may be strongly worded, but always be courteous and use polite language and a pleasant tone. Okay, you may be angry with certain things. For example, the letter you have written before has not been responded. Okay, or the things you have purchased from a particular shop started malfunctioning, and you told, you have informed the concerned authorities, but no steps have been taken. Even though you have such experience, you should not go against the track. Okay, you should be with yourself, you should be polite in your language and pleasant in your tone. Okay, and the last thing and the most important thing is that self-introduction should be avoided. Okay, most of our students do this mistake. Self-introduction should be avoided. For example, you are a librarian. You write in the first line, I am so and so. I am Raja, the librarian of the school. Okay, so such things should not be mentioned. No self-introduction. Okay, you are writing the from address. In the from address, you are writing your name, you are writing your designation, etc. So that itself is the self-introduction. So you should avoid all this in the formal letter. Okay, so I hope these points are clear. Okay, I have given 7 points, and all these 7 points should be clear. Okay, you should not make mistakes in future. Okay, now that you are in class 11, you are almost like college students, junior college students. Okay, so you have to also improve in your level of thinking. Okay, you must be mature enough up to the level of your grade. So that is why all these things are told to you now, though you have learned how to write formal letter even in the past. And now there are also few more things that you have to keep in mind. Okay, in informal expressions, greetings or contracted forms of words should not be used in the formal letter. Okay, no informal expressions like how are you. Okay, some students even write good morning have a pleasant day, greetings. So no such things. You have to go to the content directly. Okay, the language should be simple, straightforward, and to the point. Then leave a line, additional space between paragraphs. Okay, since no indentation is followed, okay, you must leave line, okay, and give sufficient space between paragraphs, and indentation should be, okay, well followed. Open punctuation to be followed. Okay, no punctuation should be used for address lines. Address lines, you don't need to use any punctuation. Do not mix up the old format and the new format. You have learnt, maybe differently in the past, so don't mix up those format with the format that you are now learning. Okay, so there are different types of letters. Letter to the editor, job applications, okay, and for the examination that you are going to write on the 15th, the cumulative examination, you are going to be tested on business letters. Okay, so please note down the format. Okay, so you are always starting with the from address. You can also include the name here. Your name can be included in the from address. Your name can be included, so that you don't need to introduce yourself again. Okay, name, then the address can be written there, like Kamala Nagar, Bangla Road, Delhi. Okay, then after that you have to write the date. You have to write the date. Here it is written. You have to write the date after the from address. After the from address, you should write the date. After the date, you are writing the to address. Okay. Then after the to address, you are writing the salutation. Then you are writing the subject. Then, as I said, you should write 3 paragraphs. As you have already been taught, the purpose should come in the first paragraph. In the second paragraph, you are writing the content, and in the third paragraph, you are concluding the letter. Okay, then after that you should write thank you and yours faithfully. All these things should be very clearly written there. So let me deal with the format once more, okay, in a separate page, so that things are clear, you don't make mistake. After having taught this format once, I will give you a practice question which has to be practiced by you. Okay, you can write it and post it to me, so that I can give you feedback. For example, I shall deal with the format once more. Though it has been learnt, now it is better that you relearn it. You learn it once more, so that you don't have any more doubt. Besides, you are going to write the examination very soon. Okay. So first you start writing the from address name. Then you write the address line. Okay. After that, you must leave a line and write the date on which you are writing the examination. Okay. If you are writing, if the date is given in the question paper, you can write that name. Or you should write the date on which you are writing the examination. Okay. So let us write today's date. 04/04 May 2021. Okay. After that, you are writing the to address. Okay, A, B, C company. Chennai 06. Okay, whatever. Then after that, you are writing the salutation. SIR. That's enough. You can write sir or madam. You don't need to write respectful, etc. So after the salutation, you can write the subject. You can also write differently. Okay, you can write the subject first. That is the easiest method. Write the subject before salutation. After the subject, you write the salutation. Then you write it in 3 paragraphs as you have been told. Okay, para 1. Para 2. Para 2 content. Okay, details. Para 3. In para 3 you are writing the concluding remarks. Concluding remarks varies from letter to letter according to the content. Okay, according to the differences you have got in the content, the concluding remarks can vary. Then after that you write thank you. Thank you. Yours faithfully. Yours faithfully. You are advised to write yours faithfully, because when you write yours faithfully, most of you don't make spelling mistake. Some of you write yours truly and you make spelling mistake. So it is better that you write yours faithfully. And after that you can put the signature, and below the signature you can write the designation, name, designation. If the name is given in the question paper, you should write that name. If the name is not given there, you have to write AXYZ and write the designation. Okay, so your designation can be police, doctor, etc. Okay, Hemnath, you are presenting, please don't. So this is how you should design the letter. So this is the format. Okay, can you see my screen?
Sir?
Can you see my screen, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. By mistake, Hemnath presented. So when you present,
It's enough, sir. Switching my mic,
that's okay. No problem. Okay, so this is the format. Do you have any doubt with regard to the format?
Sir, when we are writing for a bank, no, sir. At the time we can give any account, sir.
You have to have your account number. See, when you are writing it to the bank, you have got an account number which is yours. Okay, if you have no account in the bank, you don't need to write any letter to the bank. Okay, so your account
Also,
number.
exam I'm asking, sir.
For exam, any account number you can write, man. Simply any number you write for bank and all. You don't need to write the true number. Any account number you can write. Okay? Any number you can write as account number. Okay, so this is the way in which it is written. And now let me give you a question for practice. Okay, let me give you a question for practice. You can practice this question and post it to the mail ID, okay, which I am going to give you.